We will get right into it.
All right, if you look at this opal, you see that seam right there? You don't want to cut into that seam. Once you cut into that seam, you lose the color. So this seam is really visible on that side. On this side, you can see the seam pretty good. We've got reds and blues, mostly blues and greens. So we've got reds and greens and purple and blue. This is the plissamine, very thin. You can see next to my thumb there. It's only about a little over a 1/16 thick. You want it to be as transparent as possible. And when we put this on this black, it is going to really make the colors pop. If we get it thin enough, if this was a clear enough opal, would actually make it look like a black opal. But in this case, it's probably not going to look like a black opal, but it will really help the colors pop. It'll give it kind of a mirror background. So we're going to spend a little bit of time just taking this gemstone down even more thinner than it already is. So let's do that. All right. Yeah, you can really see some of those colors in there. It's mostly a bluish, green, yellow, and kind of a purple. Pretty cool. A little bit of red down there in the corner. But yeah, once we put this on here, this is gonna look really cool. So that'll really set it off in the sunlight. But there you go, get an idea. So, all right. Next step. I want to make sure that that bottom surface is completely flat. You saw me grinding on the wheel there. Now I'm going to get a really flat surface and just dry sand this just to make sure it's perfectly flat. And I'll do the same thing to the black stone that I have, the plissamine. You could use pretty much anything. I mean, I would want to use something hard. A black agate will work, or black opal will work. Anything like that will work. So now I'm just going to clean it with a little bit of acetone and let it dry. All right, I just use a little bit of JB Weld, put equal amounts, mix it up. Now you could use a clear epoxy or something else, whatever you like. It's up to you. Make sure I put it on the right side. Put a little on both sides. Put it on there and push it, hopefully with your clean side. Kind of rock it back and forth. There you go. Okay, we'll let that dry for 24 hours. Well, at least a couple hours. Probably I won't work on this till tomorrow. And I'll try to get some of that black off so it doesn't dry on the top. All right, well, you can see it's all glued on there now. It does look almost a little like a black type of opal. It's got that little bit of black on the back, but the greens and some of the reds and yellows are showing, the blues. What I will probably do is make another video and show you how I'm going to cut this up. I'm going to cut this with a Dremel, and we'll take the best part of it, because you can kind of see there's not a lot of fire on that one side. We'll probably take the best part of this and make some nice little stones for a ring, maybe a ring. All right, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Until next time, remember, rockhounds don't die, they petrify.